Congratulations. You've just been born on a warm, sandy beach under a star-filled sky, clawing your way out of a small egg buried 2 feet under. Your grand prize? A mad dash to the ocean under the watchful eyes of hungry gulls, crabs, and anything else that thinks moving blob equals snack. You're a green sea turtle hatchling, and spoiler alert, most of your siblings will become someone's breakfast burrito before sunrise. Don't worry though. If you somehow survive the all-you-can-eat buffet that is your first night on Earth, your life only gets more complicated. Let's rewind for dramatic effect. You pop out of your egg, flippers flailing like a malfunctioning toy. Around you, dozens, maybe hundreds, of your siblings are doing the same. It's basically a tiny reptilian mosh pit. Your instincts scream, "Run to the light," which used to mean the moon reflecting off the ocean. Now it often means the floodlights of some beachfront hotel. Oops. If you're lucky, or just marginally less unlucky, you scuttle in the right direction, across the sand that burns your belly like a stovetop, narrowly avoiding ghost crabs eager to drag you into their sandy doom holes. Finally, splash. The cool embrace of the sea. You made it. Except, you've basically swapped one murder zone for another. Fish, bigger fish, dolphins, and seabirds. All of them see you as a bite-sized hors d'oeuvre. Fun fact, out of about 1,000 hatchlings, maybe one, yes, one, will survive to adulthood. So yeah, hope you're feeling lucky. Assuming you didn't get swallowed in your first week, you now enter what scientists call the lost years. Which sounds delightfully mysterious, like you're off soul-searching with a backpack across Europe. In reality, it's more like drifting aimlessly in ocean currents, nibbling on jellyfish, and trying not to choke on floating plastic bags that look suspiciously like your favorite snack. Also, congratulations on your first near-death experience with microplastics. Your gut lining will never be the same. During these years, you're basically ocean debris. You grow slowly, shed parasites like confetti, and hope you don't float into the mouth of a shark that's having a slow lunch hour.
A few years later,
you're bigger now, tougher, and rocking a shell that could stop a shark bite. Sort of. Now you roam coastal feeding grounds, munching on seagrass like an eco-friendly lawnmower. Actually, your grazing helps keep seagrass beds healthy and oxygenated, making you an unappreciated ocean janitor. Too bad your reward for this vital ecosystem service is getting tangled in fishing nets, hooked on fishing lines, or smacked by speedboats. That's like a garbage man cleaning your street, only to get run over by a delivery truck. Oh, and let's not forget your personal entourage of barnacles and leeches, because nothing screams peak health like carrying your own mobile parasite circus. Then, at around 20 to 40 years old, yes, turtles play the long game, you feel the call of love. Hormones kick in, and it's off to the beaches, often hundreds or thousands of miles from your feeding grounds, to find a mate. You, dear turtle, become a sea-based Tinder profile. Bio, slow but steady, big shell, herbivore. Looking for someone to awkwardly mount in shallow water while waves toss us around like socks in a washing machine. Mating is clumsy, exhausting, and often involves males biting onto your shell while other males try to shove him off. Very romantic. Bachelor parties on land have nothing on this chaos. If you're a female, after this lovely oceanic fiasco, you haul your heavy butt onto the beach, usually the same beach where you hatched. Cue the exhausted slow-motion crawl past beer cans and curious tourists taking selfies. With your powerful flippers, you dig a hole and lay about 100 eggs. Then, because you're a reptile and not a Hallmark mom, you cover them up and vanish back into the surf, leaving your babies to fend for themselves. The cycle begins again, cruel and relentless, if global warming doesn't fry your eggs in the sand first. Fun fact, hotter sand means more female hatchlings, skewing future populations so badly, it's like a girl-only summer camp with no counselors. If, by some miracle, you survive fishing lines, plastic trash, propellers, disease, poachers stealing your eggs, and the ever-warming seas, you can live to be 80 or even 100 years old. Think about that. A century of gliding through coral reefs, watching entire human generations rise and fall, while you just try to snack on seagrass, without choking on a sandwich wrapper. But even at your grand old age, you're never safe. That shark that ignored you for decades? One day he's in a bad mood, or maybe a coastal storm dumps silt over your feeding ground, suffocating everything. Because here's the brutal truth. Nature never promised a happy ending. So yeah, sucks to be you, turtle. Born into a world that quite literally wants to eat you. Growing up in oceans we keep turning into trash dumps, and spending your golden years dodging speedboats and climate disasters. But hey, on the bright side, you get to float weightlessly beneath sun-dappled waves, drift through coral cathedrals, and dance with rays of light in ways most humans only dream of. And maybe, just maybe, a few of your hatchlings will crawl across that same beach one night, under the same stars, beginning their own doomed, beautiful, stubborn little lives. Because even if it sucks, it's still pretty damn extraordinary. And that, dear turtle, makes your story one worth telling.